A little bit of an issue there, but you came back just in time to see Chase Elrod with a big double.
Number 19, shortstop.
That'll bring up Spencer Browning, the shortstop. Browning steps in with a man in scoring position now here in the bottom of the fourth. Shows bunt, gets it down. Browning trying to get to first. And they barely get him there. Get him out as a close play. Browning showing off a little bit of the wheels there. But that does move Elrod over, which is what they wanted to do, and that brings up the pitcher, Hunter Rose.
Pitcher, Hunter Rose.
He steps in with one out and the tying run 90 feet away.
Just showing off the selflessness there by Spencer Browning to lay down that bunt, move over a guy, and help out his team however he can.
This one just stays high for Parker. Unable to get it down for strike one. This one, a shot toward left field from Hunter Rose. Home run, Hunter Rose. Shot over the right field wall. Hunter Rose helps his own cause. And the Hawks lead it 2-1.
Now batting for the Hawks, number 23, catcher Buck Anderson.
I believe that's the fourth of the year here at Hawk Stadium, fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's probably about six actually now. I mean, Buck has taken a few out. I know Jarrett has, Spencer has. But first of the year, I believe, for Hunter Rose. Comes at a huge time, gives the Hawks back the lead.
Absolutely. Buck Anderson looks at strike one. This one low and in the dirt for ball one. Yeah, and Buck Anderson stepping in. He also has the potential to hit for power. This one is shot toward right center. It'll be at least a double. Buck Anderson is going to stop at second. He hits that one all the way out there to the 374 mark or so. Going to send Landon Fincher in to run for him. Landon West will step into the box for the Hawks.
Number 21, right fielder Landon West.
And now Sascarelli wants to come out and talk to his pitcher Parker, maybe just calm him down a little bit. But Hawk bat's starting to come alive here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
And this is what I've wanted to see the most from the Hawks, is what they do whenever their backs are against the wall, how they respond to pressure. And yesterday, that's the first testament of how we saw it.
Yep.
Hunter coming back and doing the job himself, helping himself out here on the mound, taking one over the wall. And then it just feels like once somebody gets going, the rest of the team's able to figure it out from there, too. And you saw that with a Buck Anderson double there.
Yep, and so hopefully keep something moving here. Fincher out there on second base. See if Landon West can put something in play to get him in. Everybody back where they're supposed to be after the short mound visit there from the Lindale coaches. Landon West puts a bunt down toward third. Landon West will be out at first. Once again, the Hawks have a score 90 feet away, and Walker Wright, the first baseman, steps in. And I tell you, those two bunts, if they move just a little bit slower, I think the Hawks might have made it there. Both Spencer Browning and Landon West just out.
And those are multiple sport athletes running them down. That's a linebacker and a wide receiver running down that line, showing off true athleticism.
Walker right looks at ball one. Lined up. Yeah, Landon West, one of them cats, you put pads on him, he'll come downhill and knock your head off. 1 ball and no strikes now to Walker. This one just gets enough of the outside corner for called strike one. Looks down and gives a nod to Coach Fincher. Landon Fincher standing on third. Finch running for Buck Anderson. Walker right. He might have been trying to see if he could put one over the wall himself. Just got underneath that one. Hard foul back into the net. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning, but the Hawks answer with a big 2-run home run from Hunter Rose. We head into the top of the 5th. Hawks with a 2-1 lead. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Gameday.
This is Hustler Country, a place where people earn their keep and make an honest living. We build machines that last because they have to. We make it, we test it, we break it, and we do it over and over again. So visit your local Hustler dealer and join us, because we are Hustler.
Welcome back, everybody. Again, we want to thank our game sponsors for their continued support of Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball here in the regional finals. I want to thank Anderson Orthodontics, Nothing But Cakes. They've been a huge supporter all throughout the playoffs so far. And then Browning Holmes, who is a constant supporter of Texarkana Gameday. So we want to give a huge shout out to our game sponsors for everything they have done this season and supporting us and supporting Pleasant Grove.
All right, top of the 5th now. Hawks with a 2-1 lead. They answer the score from Lindale. A 2 spot of our own in the bottom of the 4th. Heading to the top of the 5th, this is the pitcher, Jackson Parker, the 9-hole hitter for Lindale. And then we'll see the top of their order for the 3rd time this evening with Ty McCoy and Aiden Warnell. Swing and a miss for Parker. He might like to try to get some revenge on Hunter Rose, pitcher to pitcher, as Rose put one out on him. This one ball low as Rose is working quickly. 1 ball and 1 strike now. He deals again. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Foul tipped into the glove of Buck Anderson. Just made Parker spin out of his shoes there. Little delayed slow throw, rather. Easy for me to say. Just fouls that one off, and that's where you see Hunter Rose adjust that delivery just a little bit. It's quick, 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 and then he has that little stutter in the middle of it just to try to get off. And now we got, I don't know what we're talking about over here, but the umpire wants to come over and have a talk with Coach Fincher. Maybe somebody in the stands is saying something. He goes over to confer with Coach Gibson. And so, don't know what was being said, but Coach Gibson going over talking to the student section. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jackson Parker goes down swinging. And now we start the lineup once again. Ty McCoy, the second baseman. This one a little bit low for ball 1. This one outside for ball 2. McCoy, a dangerous hitter. Hunter probably trying to hit the corners as much as he can. This one, a little chopper back to Rose. He gets it. And a little soft toss over to Walker Wright at first. Will retire Ty McCoy. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Aiden Warnell.
Now batting number 19,
Now,
center fielder,
Lindale has some action down in their bullpen. Warnell looks at ball one, just a little bit too far outside. And Hunter Rose working quickly. And that one must have been low. The 2-0 now. Swing and a miss, strike one. Was in the same spot, maybe just slightly higher. Got Warnell to swing over the top of it. This one low and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. This one just catches the inside corner for a strike. And Warnell was trotting down toward first. He thought he had ball 4. Now he steps back into a full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, Hunter Rose. Sets him down, and we head to the bottom of 5. The Hawks lead it 2-1. Here at home in the regional final, you're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk playoff baseball on Texarkana Gameday.
Nerf Wars, safe. Dodgeball, safe. Kickball, batting cages, and glow-in-the-dark parties, you're all safe here, baby. Looking for a birthday party that's anything but ordinary? Iconic Performance Center brings the fun to you. With 2 hours of high-energy activities, plus music and dancing, this will be the party they'll never forget. Book your iconic birthday party today at iconicperformancecenter.net or just call 903-293-9949.
All right, welcome back here to
Who's on?
Pleasant Grove, bottom of the 5th. And we've got a new man on the mound. Caden Adams is the pitcher. So Jackson Parker is done. He gives up 2 in 5.
number 5, Caden Adams.
So Adam moves over from shortstop to here. Adams 3-0 on the season. He has 5 saves, a .81 ERA. He has only allowed 4 hits and 2 earned runs. He's given up 11 walks, though, to 18 strikeouts. So he has come in to relieve. A few times this year. Sure who's going to move over to shortstop for them.
Looks like it's going to be McCoy.
All right.
That'll be the man there.
Ty McCoy moves to shortstop.
Looks like it'll be Durfelt that goes over to second.
All right, so Durfelt that we saw
Hawks number 7,
last night.
Christian May.
Christian May steps in now, the number 8 man in the lineup. He looks at ball 1 on the outside, the first pitch from Caden Adams. This one fouled off. Kind of low and inside as he fought it off there. And landed in the no man's land there between baseball and softball. Christian May, Ty Boozer, and Jared Halter. The 3 Hawks due up to start this inning. Swing and a miss that time. Good little movement on that ball from Adams. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the Hawks' third baseman. This one, high hit toward center field. Aiden Warnell slides over underneath it, able to reel it in for out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 5th, that brings up the number 9 man, Ty Boozer. He's a designated hitter, hitting in place of Blue Rose, the left fielder. Boozer came back about halfway through the district schedule. He had shoulder surgery and such a inspirational leader for this Hawk team for sure. Some of that senior leadership. Play out in right field sometimes over at first base. Has been a staple in the designated hitter spot since he came back. And he looks at this one right up near the eyes. He kept his feet planted a lot better than I would have been able to. Three balls now and no strikes to Boozer. That one inside right at the knees. This one now in for a strike from Caden Adams. Right down the middle. 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. And tailed away from Boozer. Kind of high there, man. Probably would have been ball 4. Now we got a full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Adams able to come back after a 3-0 deficit to strike out Boozer. And so we start the lineup over once again. Jared Halter steps in, and we'll see if he can get a 2-out rally
Second baseman Jared Halter
going here for the Hawks in the bottom of the 5th. Pleasant Grove leading it 2-1. And this ball 1 is way outside.
Down to the first time that we've seen some of that off-speed working away here from Adams. Looks pretty gross, though.
Yeah, he's got some movement to it for sure. This one, though, will be put into play. Will hit just past the third baseman out to left field, and Jared Halter is on first base here as Jace Elrod comes up to the plate. Center fielder this evening for the Hawks.
and batting for the Hawks, number 6, center fielder Jace Elrod.
He had a big double to start the 4th. Double here will increase the Hawk lead. And now they try to get over to Halter at first, and Halter's going to get all the way to third on a pass ball. Just continued to tail away from the first baseman. That thing went all the way over to the batting cage. Now the Hawks with a run 90 feet away. Jace Elrod. I don't know if I don't try a little suicide squeeze here with Jace. Jace has shown off the wheels for sure. He looks at ball 1, though, down low. Mr. Crowbot making friends with the Lindale faithful over there. I don't know what's being said back and forth. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Jace Elrod. This one bounces away from the catcher. And Jared Halter is able to trot home for a score on the wild pitch. Hawks lead it 3-1. So a wild pickoff attempt to first gives Halter 2 extra bases, and now a wild pitch. And the Hawks lead it 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Jace Elrod, 1 ball and no strikes. Looks at strike 1 right on the inside corner.
Hold on, Jace. Hold on,
junior center fielder here. 2-2 now. This one on the outside edge there, and Caden Adams thought it was strike 3. He was trying to walk off the field. Instead, it's full count. This one now, high hit from Elrod. Aiden Warnell camps out under it in center field and gets it there. But the Hawks add another one here on a couple of wild pitches. Pleasant Grove leads it 3-1 as we head to the top of the 6th. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Gameday.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we want to show our appreciation to our game sponsors. We want to give a shout out to Anderson Orthodontics, Nothing Bunt Cakes, and Browning Custom Home Builder. Thank you to our game sponsors once again for their continued support of Texarkana Gameday and Pleasant Grove Baseball.
As the Hawks head on in the playoffs, if you're interested in being a game sponsor, you can reach out to us on Facebook. Reach out to Morgan Smith or Dodie or even myself, and we will get you hooked up and let you know how you can sponsor Pleasant Grove Baseball as we head on in the state playoffs.
As the time winds down and the stakes become higher, the viewers become bigger. So definitely bigger exposure for you to get your brand and business out there. And so we appreciate any support along the way.
Absolutely. All right, the third baseman, Jake Powell, steps in here, the number 3 man in the lineup. He's down 0-2 after a called strike and a swinging foul strike. Rose has thrown 77 pitches, and here again, a little delayed delivery just off the plate there for ball 1. This one low. Buck Anderson keeps it in front of himself. That evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one hit out toward Blue Rose. And the freshman, left fielder, able to track that one down. Helps out his older brother Hunter on the mound. And there's one out here in the top of the 6th. That brings up the catcher, Caleb Hart. Hart 0 for 1 tonight. And this one, a big, slow-moving curveball in for strike 1. This one low. Buck tried to frame it up there, but it's going to be called a ball. One ball and 1 strike now. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Man, that 12-6 just kind of bounces off the ground there, but completely flummoxed Caleb Hart there. One out here in the top of the 6th. The 1-2 from Hunter Rose. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hunter Rose is dealing here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Carter Fleming, the right fielder.
Now batting number 2, right fielder Carter Fleming.
He's 0 for 1 tonight. This one, strike one called on the outside corner. This one, hit over to third. Christian May gets it on the bounce. And Walker Wright unable to secure it over there at first. And so the Eagles do have a base runner here as Fleming gets on base. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Hudson LeGros. He was the starting pitcher for the Eagles last night. Low and inside, but had some bit of heat on that one. LeGros is 1 for 2 on the evening. Swing and a miss, strike one. Count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fleming has a little lead over at first, but not much of one. Swing and a miss, strike 2 for LeGros. And there's a little delayed swing on that one. The high heater continuing to be a problem for some batters this evening. This one fouled off toward first. LeGros staying alive. Trying to see if he can get some offense going for Lindale. Hunter Rose has kept them mostly off balance all evening. He fires over to first. They get over to second, and the man is out. They get him attempting to steal. And a beautiful throw from Walker Wright to Spencer Browning ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Hawks lead at 3-1. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk baseball on Texarkana Gameday.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine guys here. And we also do AC work for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Willett. Don't worry, my guys will take care of you too.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. Spencer Browning, Hunter Rose, and Buck Anderson. 3 Hawks all with the potential to cause some damage due up for the Hawks in this inning. We talked about it. Jared Halter is down warming up in the bullpen. Hunter is up at least near 90 or in the 90s as far as pitches go, so he is close to.
He's getting up there, and he already had the 10 that he inherited from yesterday as well, so he can max out at 100. Obviously can finish it at bat, but getting pretty close to that pitch count limit.
Very close to needing to come out. Ball 1 now from Caden Adams to Spencer Browning. This one on the outside corner. Strike 1. Strike 2 fouled off for Spencer Browning. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, off-speed pitch there, and Browning was just behind. Swing and a miss. Right at the hands on the inside. Caden Adams gets the first man out, and now Hunter Rose steps up. His last at-bat, he put the ball over the wall in right field.
#1 pitcher, Hunter Rose.
Score the first 2 runs for the Hawks. Looks at ball 1. High and outside. Ball 2 on the outside corner. This one just catches the inside corner. It'll be called for a strike. As Caden Adams talked about there, has that little movement there at the end of these pitches. 2 balls and 1 strike to Hunter Rose. This one fouled off.
And I've liked his sequencing as well. I mean, he kind of does what Hunter does, mixing in that off speed and then went in with that high cheese on Spencer. Then on the hands, really got him swinging and missed there.
2-2 outside to make a full count. Yeah, it does have a command of a variety of pitches there. Full count here from Caden Adams. Ball 4, and Hunter Rose is on base here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out. And that'll bring up Buck Anderson. Buck Anderson with a huge hit last night to drive in the winning run.
Batting number 23, catcher Buck Anderson.
Strike 1 right at the knees, down the middle. The 0-1 now. High hit towards center field. Harnell back there, able to pull it in. And there are 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up Landon West, tonight's right fielder.
Right fielder Landon West.
Look for Landon to make a big spark here. Definitely needs it.
Landon 0 for 1 tonight. Reach on a walk. This one low and in the dirt, and they check on Hunter Rose over at first. The 1-0, swing and a miss.
It just kind of feels like Landon's not necessarily in sequence with his body. It feels like he's taking that step back out of the box and then lunging his entire body forward to come and hit the ball. Looks like Coach Fincher's trying to make little corrections of that as the game is going along.
Hunter Rose is on the move. They fire towards second. He's going to be in safe, though, as the throw is off the mark. The 1-2 count on Landon West, but now Hunter Rose is in scoring position. So if Landon can get a base hit here, the Hawks will have a little more breathing room in this penultimate inning of the evening. This one outside, way outside, for ball 2.
Another one of those sequencing pitches. See if you can get him to chase on the outside edge on a righty-righty matchup.
Let's see what's up. This one, that one might have just been a miss that time. Ball on the outside.
Well, and sometimes you like to see that off-speed sail away, but the fastball, you feel like you got to speed it up, and you can't even really tell when it works away that way. Good job by Landon there to foul that one off and stay alive in this at-bat.
Staying alive here on a full count. Caroms this one off the screen. Again, he has Hunter Rose standing on second. Looking to increase the Hawk lead here in the bottom of the 6th. This one fouled off to the right. Landon West stays alive. There's a big gap out there between first and second. can manage to poke something through there. Looks at called strike 3. We head to the top of the 7th. The Hawks are 3 outs away from a regional championship and a berth in the state semifinal. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk baseball on Texarkana Gameday.
Tired of banking fees and complicated accounts? With State Bank's My Free Checking account, enjoy no minimum balance and 0 monthly fees. Get a free gift just for opening your checking account, because we believe banking should be rewarding. Great for personal accounts and businesses too.
Sorry you're under the weather, Susie. Here are those loan docs.
Thanks, James. I'm so glad we didn't have to delay this closing.
Tissue?
Thanks.
Secure and safe loan closings, or take care of just about any banking task. Experience the credit union difference. Anytime, anywhere. With RRCU's digital banking. Do you RRCU?
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. We are in the top of the 7th, 3 outs. And the Hawks will be regional champions. First man up is Hudson LeGros, the first baseman. Hunter has thrown 90 pitches for the evening. He had 10 from last night. He can have 110 total. So he is... See if he can get out of here with 10 pitches. LeGros, high hit on strike 1, will be fouled over the left field side.
Very different there by Blue Rose, though. I mean, to hustle all the way out, he's kind of shadowing more center field, it feels like, with this batter, but very different there.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Yeah, just maybe seeing if that thing would tail back toward him, or certainly don't want to not put in effort with Big Brother out there. You might hear about that one at home. 0-2, the ball high and outside. The 1-2 now to LeGros. This one fouled off to the right field side, just past the batting cages. This one, the ball low. Hawk fans wanted that one just a little bit below the knees. And that evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It was a pretty curve ball that they've kind of bid on all night. Kind of expected it to happen again there.
This one a high hit towards center field. Jace Elrod tracks it down, out. Number 1. The Hawks are 2 outs away. That'll bring up number 4, C.J. Dworsik, hitting .378 on the season.
Saw him as the DH yesterday.
Yep. Strike 1. This is the outside corner. This one high hit toward right field. Landon West waiting for it. And we're down to the final out. And Hunter will be able to start this last at bat. He has 2 pitches. Remaining. Got number 18 stepping in now. This is Zach Shirley. He came in last night
Now batting for the Eagles, number 18.
as a pinch hitter at the end of that game and was struck out. in that last half inning. We're going to see if, Coach Fincher is going to take Rose out here. We come in for the last batter. Going to move him around, and this crowd appropriately is on their feet for Hunter Rose. Pitched, closed out last night's game, started tonight. Now he'll head out to center field. They'll move Jace Elrod over to second.
And just a phenomenal outing from Hunter Rose. 6 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run. He walked 2, struck out 12. An incredible outing from Hunter Rose, your ace that you've kind of seen this from all year.
Yep.
And you get to see a guy that has been an ace here in previous years for Pleasant Grove. Look to close it out with one more out here against the Lindale Eagles.
Yeah, Jared Halter. Certainly not a stranger to Hawk fans. So Hunter Rose moves out to center field. Jace Elrod to second. Halter will be the pitcher to come in and get this thing sealed up.
Now pitching for the Hawks, number 4, Jared Halter.
Hawk fans are on their feet, looking for this last out. Again, a win tonight is a berth in the state semifinal. Hawks will be awaiting the winner of the Mineral Wells and Seminole series. They're playing in Graham, and Seminole all the way out near El Paso. And since you don't have semis down in Austin now, you're looking at trying to find somewhere halfway for these two teams to meet next weekend.
Yeah, it starts to become 5 hours away compared to your normal 2.5 to 3, where it's becomes a little tough, but it becomes a series now and not just one game as well.
Yeah, and
so
it also
keep that in mind.
Lets teams have their ace and their number one guy ready for the state championship. Halter steps in. First one just hangs up in the zone a little bit too far. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Zach Shirley. 1 ball and 1 strike now. This one outside. Anderson snags it out there. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jared Halter brings the heat that time. We're down to a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Your Hawks are regional champions. And we head to the state semifinals. They win down in Lindale last night. We come home and close it out here in Hawk Field. What a beautiful night of baseball. Capacity crowd here at home. And your Pleasant Grove Hawks are headed to the state semifinals once again. And how about we celebrate tomorrow night with a graduation? That'll be here on game day as well. Also do want to remind you, game day will be bringing you the Liberty ILO games the next 2 days from Nevada Community. And just as a reminder, all of that happens because of these folks that sponsor each and every week, and we can't thank them enough for what they do. But the final here tonight, Pleasant Grove 3, Lindale 1. Your Hawks are regional champions of 4A Division I Region 2 once again. For the entire team at Texarkana Gameday, partner here tonight, Zach Doty, I'm Matt Fry. We will let you know arrangements as soon as we have them for the next game. But right now, the only thing on the agenda is to celebrate, and tomorrow night, walk across that stage and give some of these Hawks their diplomas. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. God bless all of you. Be safe going home, and go Hawks. This is Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.